Hi, this is our baking class. This is a subject which is entitled Bread and Pastry. You're all welcome to watch us. Please follow us at YouTube and subscribe so that you will be able to watch all our different activities. I am Mom Constance Florentine. You can just call me Mom Cheat. That is CHIT. So, here in our baking class, you will be able to follow us from basic cooking, baking. Then we proceed to different kinds of cakes and pastries that you would like to cook. What is basic? Basic thing that you have to consider when you have to bake. You have to consider your equipments, your tools and equipments, which is very important. We have in front of me different measuring cups. Okay, so we have measuring cups and measuring spoons. These are all very, very basic in baking. Why? Because baking is exactly. It has to be exact with all the ingredients you have to place and use. This is a kind of a measuring cup that is calibrated. When we say calibrated, they have standard, okay? So the measurement is already placed there, okay? Hindi po gaya nito sa pagluluto na pwedeng tansyahan po yan. Dito po, pagka nasobrahan na paglagay nyo ng flour, magkakaproblema po kayo. Pagka nasobrahan din ang water, pag kulang din, magkakaproblema din dun sa baked product ninyo. So you have to be accurate and you have to use these kinds of measuring instruments so that it will be exact. Okay? Time is one that you have to consider. You also have to consider the temperature. And the most important is the exact measurement of your ingredients. So we'll have to show you later how to do it. You cannot use the ordinary spoon. Why? Because the ordinary spoon is not calibrated. While these kinds of measuring cups, you can just easily buy this in the grocery or in the department store. There are some in your marketplace, they have these kinds of tools and equipments. They come in cheap kind. It can be this plastic kinds will come around 60 pesos or 50 pesos depending on the brand. This kind is a little bit expensive. The metal kind is also a little bit expensive. We also have transparent measuring cups. So, usually the transparent is used for liquid measuring. These ones are used for solid, powdered ingredients. Okay. Another instrument that you have, of course, as I mentioned, is the measuring spoon. Our measuring spoon, they come in 1 tablespoon, half tablespoon. We also have here 5 ml, and this 5 ml is equivalent to 1 teaspoon. In your books or you have recipes, tablespoon, that's with a big B, and you have a teaspoon, just TSP. So you have this one's written on it. Okay, we also have here our 1/4 teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon. We have 1/8 teaspoon. And of course, in some books you will see it is in ml or in grams or in quarts. In some recipe books, you will see that it is in ml. So you have to have conversion. In some cell phones, you already have installed in it conversion. So you can convert if this is in milligrams or grams or ml into teaspoon or cups. Okay. And with our measuring cups, of course, we have 1 cup. We have here 1/2 cup. We have also here 1/4 and we have 1/3. What if in the recipe, ang sabi doon 2/3? So, dalawang 1/3. Paano kung sinabi doon na 3/4? So, tatlong 1/4. Okay, it's as simple as that. You just simply follow what is used for measuring. And every time you measure, you have to level it off. Okay, but of course, again, it will depend on what you are measuring. Okay, so another equipment that's very important is how you'll be able to mix all your ingredients. You can actually use an ordinary rubber spatula. So these ones are rubber spatulas that you can use for mixing. You can also use a fork. Okay, if you don't have fork, you can of course use a wire whisk for mixing. In the old style of baking, I never experienced having electric mixers. So you also have mixers with a stand, but this is just simply a hand mixer. And with a hand mixer that you have, it has different here, okay, speed. In some, it stays there, mix, stir, whip, okay, but this one, it is in number. Okay, some of these kinds of mixers, hand mixers, they have in numbers or A, B, C, D. So the higher it would be, the higher also will be, or faster the mixing. Okay, in some mixers, you just simply have a hook. The hook is used for breads. Okay, but if you don't, if you don't have this, you can simply use your hand in mixing the dough for breads. But if you're going to make icings or you're going to make chiffon cakes, you need to use this. Sometimes there is a counting, continuous whipping, or whisk that you have to mix and do with all the different recipes. But as we proceed, you will learn that all baking recipes will come in different manners and different procedures. Okay, so these are just your measuring and mixing equipments in baking. For our first activity, we will be making later cookies. That's why we need certain shapes like this. But if you don't have this, and the common thing that I use is just the pastry bag, I just place it there or use a spoon to make your cookies. Okay, and of course, if you have different designs, it would be better because, you know, kids love different designs. Again, for baking, it's very important to use a parchment paper. It is, you can buy this in the grocery. You can also buy this in your department stores. Okay, it's similar to your onion skin bond paper, which is finer, the texture. This is used to line the pan when baking so that it is easier to remove the cakes or the pastries or the cupcakes or cookies that you are making.